Alright, what up YouTube? Mr. XC here bringing you more reaction videos, and then I should be fully caught up to like new music video releases from when I was sick. Finally. Now I am aware of Yua's first solo comeback and their new project. I will have a video coming soon for that, which is gonna have all four of the music videos she released for this solo project in that video. So I'll be reacting to that then. But other than Yua, and then these two that I'm gonna do right now, I think I'm pretty much fully caught up with like main releases. I know there's like side releases and stuff I have to get to. For example, the Seraphim's Impurities, I believe they released a music video, performance video for that. So I'll probably get around to it, and then I'll also get around to the dance practices for the videos and the songs that I mentioned in the previous reactions that I want to get around to for reacting to their dance practices and just seeing the dance in full. But yeah, so these next two, the second one I'm going to be reacting to before this, after this one. The second one is the one that I've been hoping would happen again. I've been hoping it was gonna be a thing that was gonna happen since 6 years ago. So I am really excited it did happen. So that one I'll be reacting to next. I'm really happy about that one. I'll explain and talk more about it when I get around to it. This first one is Red Velvet's comeback Birthday, which is the title track off their newest mini album, which is the ReVe Festival 2022. Now, I know of and am aware of the ReVe Festival, the first one that they did. The ending song to that trilogy of music videos and story that they had was my favorite one out of all the releases for the ReVe Festival, the first one, which was Psycho. That's the song they released to conclude ReVe Festival Part 1. So now they're back with ReVe Festival 2022, and the first song of this, I don't know if it's going to be like another trilogy they're going to do, or if it's just one thing. I haven't researched that far into it. But this is the new ReVe Festival 2022 release. It's the first release for this project or trilogy of projects if they end up doing it. Yeah, now I'm gonna be real blunt here, real quick, and be completely honest with you all right here. There's two things that I'm skeptical about with this release because I haven't watched any teasers. I haven't seen or heard anything about this song. This is literally, I'm going into this as blind as a bat. My issues are, I don't want SM to be doing the stupid bullshit they've been doing with their other artists where they've been mentioning Kwangya in the songs that aren't related to aespa. That was aespa's thing, but now SM's blowing it up and running it into the ground. They did an example of that was Max Changman's Devil. He mentioned Kwangya in that, and it kind of ruined it for me. Because I feel like Kwangya had literally no place with the meaning or the general consensus of the music video for Max Changman Devil. I feel like SM, when they wrote that song for him, they kind of just put it in there just to say, oh yeah, here's a shout out to aespa and our new special universe we're starting. And it didn't fit because it was only mentioned once in that song, and it did not fit when it was mentioned. It wouldn't fit in that song at all because Max Changman's Devil was one of my absolute favorite releases when it came out. I fucking love that song. His voice was incredible on it. And then they ruined it by putting the Kwangya shit in there. So I hope SM doesn't do that with Red Velvet. So far, they haven't. So far. I hope they keep it that way because it does not need to be in every SM artist's songs. It just doesn't. especially artists that debuted even before Kwangya was a thing. There's no point in mentioning something like that in an artist that's been around longer than Kwangya's been around. I think it's just SM using the gimmick and overusing it and driving it into the ground. The second thing is I hope this is not a repeat of Zimzalibim. I am going to be honest, I hated Zimzalibim. And I still hate it to this day. I found the song was not good at all. Again, this is my opinion. To me, the song was not good at all and I hated it. And because of that title track, that was the reason why I didn't even bother checking out the mini albums that it was with. I didn't even bother checking out the other releases until I decided to give it a shot for Psycho, and I'm glad I did because I loved Psycho. But the first two releases for the ReVe Festival Part 1, or whatever they're going to call it, were ruined for me with Zimzalibim. I hated that song. So I hope Birthday isn't going to fall in the trap of either Kwangya or Zimzalibim. I don't think it will. I think that was just kind of SM being experimental when they did it, like with Zimzalibim kind of thing, and they haven't really gone back to that since. So I'm hoping this won't be a repeat of that. And I'm really hoping that this is going to be like a really good song. Bias situation in Red Velvet. My bias from Jump has and always will be Wendy. She's always been my rock hard bias in Red Velvet. She's never faltered. It's never switched or anything. Just right from the start, when they debuted all the way up to now, Wendy's always just been my bias member in the group. Granted, when SM decided to do the whole Irene and Solgi subunit while Wendy was recovering from her accident she had and everything, and the group was kind of taking a break as a group, they had the subunit, which was Irene and Solgi. Solgi was starting to wreck me a little bit with that. And then when 28 Reasons dropped, which I did react to, I think. If I did, I might include it as like an iCard at this point in the music video or in the reaction. But when 28 Reasons dropped, she absolutely wrecked my shit in that. The hardest she's ever done it. And then listening to the mini album, which I think to this day my favorite B-side from the 28 Reasons album is honestly Dead Man Running. I don't know what it is about that song, but I love that song and I find myself going back to it the most out of all of the songs. But yeah, so I'm hoping I don't get wrecked any more than I was already wrecked by Solgi, but who knows what's going to happen. But with that being said, I'm going to pull it up on the screen and we'll get into it, see what ReVe has for us with ReVe Festival 2022 and the birthday music video, so bear with. It's a big mug. It was supposed to have a Ford F100 on here, but as you can see, I've used this mug a lot, so it's all faded off. You can still see the Ford on the other end, though. And it's a big mug. Anyways, as you can see, I've got it up on the screen. There is captions, so I'll probably go through it 2 times. First time without, as per usual. Second time with, and I might pause and talk some more. But with that being said, let's go full screen. Birthday, ReVe Festival 2022. What do you got for us? Let's go. Hold on. It's doing its buffering shit. I hate when it does this. Okay. They already look so good. Solgi's already wrecking me. Oh no. Oh shit.
One, two, three, 지금부터 A to Z 너를 위한 있으니까.
And we've weaponized them too. That's good.
R to V, come on.
Holy shit, I just clocked Wendy's look. Wow.
Special day 시작해 another chance 달콤한 아이스크림 케이크 또다시 내게 건네 너의 heartbeat check
Nice callback.
sweat check 지금 날 보면 떨리는 네 눈빛 check make your day 두 손을 꼭 모은 채로 뭐든 상상해봐 눈앞에 네가 원한 모든 걸 보여주고 싶어 It's my day and your day It's a party party
Oh my god, Wendy looks so good. Why does Sogi have a cute pink bear backpack, bro? Oh, I'm seeing the references.
내 말이 더 맞지 believe me kiss me 두 손을 꼭 모은 채로 계속 상상해봐 everyday 너에게만 주고 싶어 이건 very
Wendy,
special
Jesus Christ. Why are they in a pentagram, bro? What is going on? Wendy in the background, yeah. Alright, well, I didn't hear Kwangya. So that's already a plus for me. Because I didn't hear Kwangya. And then also, it's not like... Okay, you know what? It is similar to Zimzalibim, but I actually don't mind it as much as Zimzalibim, if I'm being honest. Like, it has kind of that feeling, the weirdness, the music video was like an acid trip. The music video was insane. But the song overall kind of has some similarities in terms of sound and production as Zimzalibim. But it was, in my opinion, I enjoyed this a little bit more. Is it one of my favorite releases of theirs up to this date? No. Is it one of my favorite releases of this year? No. But I'm not mad at it. I don't hate it. It's one that if it comes on, I wouldn't skip it kind of thing on my playlist. But it is making me interested to listen to the B-sides that are coming on this album with this. But overall, important things to talk about. Solgi was wrecking me, which is what I was kind of expecting. But then when it had shots with like Wendy coming in and shit, I immediately was brought back and the wrecking wasn't a thing. But then when it went to Solgi again, wrecked, but then Wendy showed, and then I was like, okay, I'm good. it was a big back and forth thing for me in this music video. Overall, they all looked good, sounded great. Like I said, the music production side is very on the SM experimental level, as per usual with their recent releases, for all their groups. But I didn't hate it. I did kind of enjoy it, to be honest. Trying to wrap my head around the music video. Like I said, I did get the reference. Well, at least I got one of the references, which was Edward Scissorhands. But I couldn't catch any other ones through that first watch through. I'll see if I could catch more because I feel like there is more. But the biggest one that struck me was the Edward Scissorhands one. But anyways, we're gonna go through it again this time with the captions on, so I can kind of understand what they're talking about. Go full screen, and yeah, let's go. I do have to point out, yeah, so when I saw this Solgi, I was like, shit, this is gonna be dangerous for me. I'm in trouble. But then when I looked over at Irene, I was like, she doesn't age, bro. Like, she literally does not age. It is insane. And then there was a lot of shots of Wendy that were like, oh shit, okay, yeah, like, they all looked good in this. But these three in particular, and then Joy in a couple of scenes in the music video, holy shit, they look incredible. Yeah, and then they get weaponized and come back.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3 지금부턴 다 surprise A to Z 너를 위한 이 순간 Just today 뭐든 해도 되니까 Yeah, R to V 거기 따라와봐 쓰는 기분을 완벽한 날씨까지 Go so high, oh my god
This hair color on Wendy with these contacts is insane.
오늘 하루 마치 diamond I got a special day 시작해 another chance 달콤한 ice cream
Oh,
cake.
I got that reference.
시작해 another chance
Good game?
달콤한
Okay.
ice cream cake. 또다시 내게 건네.
And then, yeah, the ice cream cake kind of call back to ice cream cake.
Today, 시작해 another chance 달콤한 ice cream cake. 또다시 내게 건네. 너의 heartbeat check sweat check 지금 날 보면 떨리는 네 눈빛 check Your day
Joy looks good. This is one, like, this hair with Joy looks so good. And yeah, Irene, kitty! Yeah, it's so cute. But yeah, Irene literally never ages. It's insane.
걸 다 보여주고 싶어 It's my day and your day It's a party party 불꽃 다 타올라 어서 빨리 빨리 오늘 밤
Like, I'm sorry, but like,
불꽃 다 타올라 어서 빨리 빨리
this like wave crimped hair and that makeup with Wendy and the contacts, stunning, honestly.
We rock the world Just rock the world I can make the beat go Yeah, 하루 오늘가 It's your birthday 온 세상이 shine And so icy Birthday
It's kind of like a throw and callback to, like, the way the beat is going is kind of a throwback and callback to some of the earlier releases. More importantly, Red Flavor, kind of the rhythm and the beat of the song and the way they're kind of riding it is very reminiscent of Red Flavor and some of their other older songs as well. So I think this is more they're bringing the red side back a little bit because Red Velvet consists of two sides, right? The red and the velvet side. And for the past few years, at least, we've been getting a lot of the velvet side. They haven't really shown us much the red side, at least in a while. So I think this is going back to they're showing the red side in this song. I mean, to be fair, Wendy, if you're going to get into a rock, paper, scissors fight with Edward Scissorhands, if you choose rock you're gonna win. That's how the game works. Just saying. Like, yeah, here, Joy looks incredible. And Wendy comes in with her runs and her vocals. A little bit of Irene rap too. You got Premiere, you rap and vocals in this. Oh my god. It's definitely a blend between the Red and the Velvet side, but it's definitely more leaning towards Red side for sure. I ain't gonna lie, that cave is kind of creepy. Yeah, this is insane. Like, if y'all ever want, oh my god, Irene, stunning. If y'all ever wanted to know what it was like to go on an Az trip, I have a feeling that that scene that we just had, the fight scene, the animated fight scene, the cartoon fight scene, is probably very close to it. Just saying. Yeah, that's insane. Editors had fun with this one, eh? We gotta appreciate the Wendy ad-libs. Yeah. You always have to appreciate Wendy ad-libs. It is definitely a very experimental, weird, and quirky song and music video, even down to the lyrics. But hey, you know what? It is a good song. It is a good song, and I will probably be adding the mini album to my playlist if I like the B-sides on the album. But I'll have to wait and listen to the album to decide that. But yeah, no, that was Red Velvet's birthday. I'm glad it wasn't another Zimzalibim, and I'm glad they didn't mention Kwangya at all in it. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Peace.